or how to choose a Nigerian bank for your business account. And I'm going to be telling you how I've chosen different banks and how they've worked for me and how you can make a better decision, because the bank where you put your business money, where you put your funds, is really important. Most people think that you can just use any bank. Guys, you can't use any bank. I'm telling you from experience. With Nigeria, their problem, you need to be sure of the bank you want to use and how you can leverage that bank to grow your business. That is the most important thing. So welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new on this channel, please subscribe, and if you subscribe, please turn on the post notifications so that you can get alerts on when I drop videos. But basically, I drop videos every once in a week, but sometimes talking about how to pick a Nigerian bank. So if you're in Nigeria, you know that the wahala with banks are plenty, from having issues with their POS to having issues for you to make transfers. Like you make transfer to somebody and after 2 hours your customer has not seen, or your supplier has not seen the money. How can you pick a better bank that would help you have a better experience with yourself, your business, and your customers? I run 2 businesses and I have several business accounts, which makes me the best person to tell you this gist. So the first thing you want to understand is that as a business, it is very important to have your business account. Yes, using your personal account, your savings account can work, but as you grow and become bigger and start looking for funds for your business, you would understand that it's very important to have a basic business account where you put your business money. I'm going to give 4 reasons why it's important for you to have business account. Then I'll move towards what bank to take and why you should pick a particular bank. The first reason is that it protects you as a person and it protects your business. Now, when you have credit issues as a person, it doesn't affect your business. And if your business is not able to pay for loans and debts that you have acquired over a long period of time, it doesn't affect you as a person. The business takes responsibility of that as a business. Now, it doesn't mean that you as the owner, you won't feel the brunt. It only means that your business transactions does not have an influence on your personal transactions, and your personal transactions does not have an effect on your business transaction, which means if you take a personal loan, it's on you. If you take a business loan, it's on your business, and you can have better negotiating power with the people who are giving you funds or your banks in the future. Second reason why you need a business account and why it is important for you to have a business account is it makes your business more organized. It makes the funding inflow and transactions on your business more organized, so you understand what your inflows are and what your outflows are. So when your friends, your husband, anybody sends you money, it's not colliding with your business money. So you don't bring out your bank statement, and when you're looking at it, you can't understand what is your business money and what's your personal funds. So it makes your business more organized. One thing is, it helps you track expenses, because guess what, our personal expenses are always over the roof. Every day you're paying for something. So just imagine that your personal expenses is being cluttered up with your business expenses. You don't even know what you're spending. You don't even know what you're spending those monies on. So it's really important for you to be able to have to differentiate personal spendings from your business expenses. The fourth reason is it helps you build a credit history and a credit line for your business in future. Now, I'm going to do another video that would be able to portray if as a business you need credit or loans to start your business or to run your business, and how you can leverage loans to run your business. But for today, I want to let you know that before any company or organization gives you funds, they would want to know what if you have a business account, and they will pay in that money to your business account. So if you are thinking of raising funds in the future, growing big as a company, as a business, getting funds, grants, loans, and all that, investment in equity and all that, you would know that you have to start running a business account. Because guess what, when companies start asking you for your business account, they don't just ask you for your business account, they ask you for account statements that run in 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. So just imagine that you've not been running this, and it's not because your business does not have info, but because you have not opened an account. So it's really important. Guess what, no bank is telling me to do this for you. This is not an ad video. This is just me giving you my experience as a business owner in Nigeria and telling you how it will help you to have your business account. So far, I have shared stages of having your business account. So I'm going to move to the reason why we are here, the reason for this video. What are the reasons or the factors or requirements banks are supposed to have for you to pick them as your banking partner? You know, we make the mistake of thinking that we need the bank. Yes, we need the bank, but most importantly, the bank needs us. Banks, the lifelines of banks are the transactions their customers have. It's like the blood in their veins. So when you're picking them, you have to choose them well. You have to choose them like you're picking a husband, you're picking a wife. You have to bend down and make, because there are a lot of them. So make better decisions. Go around, do your research, as I always say. If you've been watching my videos, you know that research is one important thing I keep saying on this platform. Always do your research. Don't jump on anything. But most importantly, when it comes to banking, there are 5 requirements I'm going to share with you. These requirements, I've seen them help my business, and I've tried different banks, and different banks will give you different things. On another video, I might recommend banks, but today I'm going to tell you what to look at so that you don't need my help to recommend banks. You would look through these things. If the banks don't have it, you move forward and find a bank that will help your business grow. Because aside the fact that, oh, you need to organize your income, any bank that you're putting your money should actually help your business grow, because you are helping their business. So why can't they help your own business? So let's move on to it. Number one thing you should look out in a bank is what are their fees and their charges. In Nigeria in 2022, if you as a person, you're not checking the charges that people charge you or the banks charge you for transactions, you would be heading to bankruptcy. And as a business, it's really important that you check the expenses you're making, because guess what? Bank charges and bank fees are expenses for running that business. So you want to be able to add up that in your cost of doing business. And you can't add it up if you don't even understand or know how much percentage are the fees. How much are they taking? Is it 15 naira? Is it 100 naira? What are their annual fees? What are their fees for checks? What are their fees for POS? You want to understand what are these fees and be able to check which ones favors your business the more. So you're not making money and spending it on bank, like the bank is not eating your sweat, like you're working for the bank. That shouldn't be the case. So the first thing you want to understand is what are the fees and the charges of these banks. How do you do that? When you go to the bank and they give you form, don't jump to start opening your account with them and start asking, should I bring it? No, ask questions. The account opening officer sits them and asks, this is what I want for my business, this is what I want for my business. What package in your bank covers this? What fees for this package? How much do I have to pay for this package? And people don't understand. Even when you open business accounts, there's something they call introductory fees. They tell you they use it to find or validate that your business is a registered business, EAC. And sometimes it ranges from 10,000, 11,000, 12,000 to 15,000. So just imagine you're not aware of that, and boom, you put money in your account, and the next minute you're seeing that kind of huge deduction, and you don't understand where it's coming from. This is because you didn't have a conversation with your account officer. So the first thing you want to do is ask them, what are the fees and the charges? And at what point will you deduct these charges? Are there annual fees on the product and the services that you guys are giving me? And how can I leverage this? How can I position this? So that way you understand the costing and the expense you're making as a business with the transaction partnering with this bank. A lot of banks have different charges for different packages, because even when you want to open corporate accounts, they have different accounts. They have savings corp, SMEs account, big corporate accounts that have limits to transactions. That's the second thing. You want to understand the account you're opening. What are the limits to the transaction you can make? How much money can you have in this bank? How much transactions can you receive daily? How much withdrawals can you receive daily? Please, it's important to have this conversation. They may look like they are not important until you're running your business. One day a customer needs to pay 100 million into your account, and it enters your account and your account is blocked, and you can't even use the account until you're able to go to the bank. And trust me, Nigerian banks will keep you for like 2 weeks. So imagine that kind of scenario happens in your business. How do you want to solve it? How do you want to explain to your customers? How do you want to pay your suppliers? It's a business transaction, and if you're the one delaying, you might be in the verge of losing that business or losing money in that business. So always understand the type of account and the way you can transact money in that account. What are your limit daily transactions? What are your limit monthly transactions? What is the limit money you can spend or you can receive in that account? The first thing I talked about is fees and charges. The second thing is the services or the transactions that have to happen on that account that you want to open. Now, the third things you want to understand is that bank SME oriented? A lot of banks don't support SMEs, and you won't know until you start having transactions with them. And your friend will come and tell you, this is my bank, they're giving this is my bank, and you're like, this bank have been keeping money for 5 years, 10 years. They are not doing anything, no. And now you start running the risk of trying to open another account, starting a new record with a new bank. So before you start having these issues, even if the only thing you've sold in your business is one thing, try to open a business account. And don't just open a business account. Find a bank that partnering with them will help your business grow. So number 3, as I said, try to find out if the bank you're picking is SME oriented. Find out if they run programs, even if it's seminars for SMEs. If they run grant programs, like for the Women International Women's Day, a lot of banks did a lot of things for women in business, for the women in business who are their customers. So most of the criteria were, oh, you have an account with us, you have an account with us, you have an account with us. So just imagine that the bank you're working with does not have this kind of stuff for their customers, their women customers. So you will lose out. So make sure that this bank supports SMEs. They are SME oriented. There are a lot of banks in Nigeria that are moving with this wave, so you have a lot of options, but this is one of the requirements. And make sure that the bank you're picking ticks all the boxes. They should tick all the boxes. Yes, there are banks that tick all the boxes. This is the reason why you need to subscribe to my channel and you need to turn on your post notification, because I told you guys this year we are not playing, we are not joking. The next thing you want to understand is, does your bank give credit for business owners? See, in my next video, I'm going to talk about how you can leverage loans and credit for your business. But as a business owner, I always say this: try to create or build a credit history. Even if it's 50K or 100K, try to create that so that when you need more funds, people can trust you, or banks can trust to give you money, because they can see a history of your credit. The history of your credit is going to help you when your business starts expanding and you can't be able to fund your expansion immediately. You can collect some purchase orders. There's different types of credit, right, depending on what your business needs. But find out if that particular bank, if they support business owners with credits. If they do that, that's a good check. So they've ticked that box. If they don't, I would advise find a bank that would support your business with credits. You might not need it now, but trust me, there's no businessman that has not taken a loan before. So if you feel that you're going to grow tomorrow, you would need their help one time or the other. You might need to get some products and you need to get it early to be able to get some cash. So you need to find out if the particular bank can give you credit lines or loans. If they can, then they can tick the box, because your business is going to grow big and you will always need credit as you grow. As I said, follow me, subscribe, because I'm going to be dropping juice for you as we move on this YouTube channel. What are the services this bank provides for business owners? And when I mean services, I mean, what are your check services? Do they have POS? Do they have transaction like their online apps? Does it support business owners? Can you get your bank statements as soon as possible? Yes, all banks do that, but some banks don't. It will surprise you. Just be watching my video, because I'm going to spill a lot of juice that a lot of people don't know. Are they giving you POS to help your customers when they come to your store? Like, what are the services these banks are offering aside taking your money and put it in their account? Are there annual interest on the funds that you are storing in their bank? Do they have other ways where you can make money as a business owner? What are the services that they are providing for you? Now we have different bookkeeping as providing services for transactions for business owners, but you always need a bank. You always need a commercial bank to run your business. So these 4 or 5 tips, make sure that the bank you want to work with ticks it. And if you know any other requirements banks are supposed to have, trust me, we can have a conversation on the comment section. This is all for this video. Turn on your post notification to make sure you know when I post videos, so you can watch it and take steps that would change your business and change your life. Thank you for joining me on this.